Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So today's topic is going to be right in the middle of the road, kind of balance if you think about it. So, but before we begin, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you can get notified of any new videos that come on board on my YouTube channel. Hit the like button. So this video is going to be on know your self-worth. Know your self-worth. If you have any topics that you want me to go over, put them in the comment section. If you want to connect with me on Instagram, I'm on Back on Basics. If you want to connect with me on Facebook, I am at Carlos Flores Jr. So, self-worth. I mean, it's kind of explanatory, but we're so bad at it as human beings. We tend to kind of lower down the bar when we talk about ourselves. I know that sometimes it's just being humble, and sometimes it's because we're self-conscious of others that are around, or we don't want to hurt feelings, or we don't want to seem to be conceited or have too lofty of an ego. But knowing your self-worth and actually realizing that all of us have a great amount of self-worth. We need to think that way because we all have experiences, education, abilities, knowledge. We all have those that others don't have. I mean, one of the things that one of my goals, previous goals that I haven't really looked on for a while is I wanted to be like Tony Robbins. I wanted to be self-help. I wanted to be able to help people a lot. And so I'm doing that right now with this channel. I'm trying to make sure that I provide you with different topics, different ways of looking at things through psychology, through business, through self-esteem, through counseling, through however lens that you're looking at, So, I want to make sure that I support you in any way possible. And so, again, what I do here, it's free. These topics are the ones that I have, I have paid tuition for, I've gone to school for, I have gone to trainings, I have learned from others that have taught me. And the thing is, I want to share with all of you. Remember, you who are watching are part of my support group. Whether you watch 1 time, whether you watch 5 times, whether you watch 10 times, whether you watch 1,000,000 times, you are part of my support group because it's a two-way street. Remember, I've said that so many times. I'm like a broken record. I've said it so many times. I want to make sure that you understand that as I support you, you are supporting me as well. So it's a win-win. It's a two-way street. And so know your self-worth because, I mean, it's kind of like this. And I'll paint you a picture, right? You are at the center. Let's say you're here at the center, right? And all around you are people, places, and things, and experiences, and everything, right? It's life, right? And so the thing is that a lot of the times we think that this person, which is us, doesn't have as much experience and knowledge and wealth and whatever as all the people around. And so the thing is that because of that, we don't try to connect with people. We don't feel good asking people for help, to support us, to help us with the things that we need to do. Oh, look, I got Terminator. And so it's like we don't give ourselves enough credit. We need to support ourselves. We need to say, this is who I am. This is where I'm at. And then be real. And then be honest with people. Because it's hard. It is hard to convince people of your worth sometimes. Because they may just see things that, may be happening at this point in time. There's so many different variables that could happen. So you, as your advocate, as your person, as you yourself, and you, I was going to say I, but I'm not you. You should know your self-worth. I've had about, 45 years of education. I mean, I love school. Don't get me wrong. That's my superpower. If I was a superhero, I would wear glasses, right? I would have a pocket protector. I would have a cape that had in the back, it would have either pi or E equals MC square or something like that. Because I'm always willing to learn. Even at 48 years old, I'm willing to learn. I love to learn things. And so that's one of the things that I appreciate about myself. And that's how you get to learn about yourself. Remember, know yourself. Because if you know yourself, you're going to learn others. You're going to learn your higher power. You're going to learn how to achieve your goals, and you're going to learn how to celebrate your goals. So get to know you. I mean, sit in front of the mirror and look at you and look at yourself. Get comfortable with yourself. Make sure that you're okay with yourself. Tell yourself, this is who I am. This is what I can do. This is what I can bring to my support system. And so make sure you understand. I mean, and you got to think this way, right? Degrees, yes, you can work your butt off to get degrees. Skills within education, skills within like other things like automotive, oil changing, carpentry. Those are really good skills. And those are the skills that people see, right, outwardly. But you gotta also communicate your inner skills, your personal skills. Like for me, saying hi to people, right? That's a personal skill. That's one of my assets that I love. Smiling, right, at people. Being respectful. Respect is one of my top priorities because I want to make sure that I pay respect to everybody that comes in front of me. No matter what, no matter who, no matter where. So respect. Make sure that's the reason why you're worth an exuberant amount of money, a lot of money, or a lot of accolades, or a lot of kudos, or a lot of different things. It doesn't mean that you're going to get a fat head because you think you're everything. It just means that you know what you're worth. It just means that you know how to help people. You have that potential that other people don't have. You have that potential that you have those things that people want to pay to learn. How to do an oil change. How many people rather pay $65, $75, $100, $120 to get an oil change? Right? We're so used to it. What if you do it yourself? What if you learn how to do it yourself? And again, be mindful that not everybody will do it. I'm not saying that everybody should do it. All I'm saying is that if you have the capabilities and if you have an inkling about interested in doing that, then do it. Try it. Try it once. If not, it's okay. If you don't want to try it, it's okay. And so things like that, acting, dancing, singing, writing poetry. I like to write poetry. If you look in my history of videos, I have a poem that I actually read it in a video. It's called Broken. And so go take a look at it. It's one of the poems. I'll probably move it up so that way you guys can see. But again, know your self-worth. You are worth an unlimited amount of time and money and respect and everything. You have to know your worth. You have to make sure that you're paying attention to the things that you're doing, the things that you can provide, right? A smile goes a long way, right? A nod goes a long way. A wave goes a long way. If somebody's like homeless on the street, if you want to do it, $1 or a few change, a few cents. I mean, again, right? It's the power of compounding. If somebody's standing out on the street asking for money, if you stay there the whole day, even if you get like dimes and quarters and everything, eventually you will have enough money to get something. But even as somebody who's asking for money, you also have to know your worth. You have to know how to be respectful, how to ask politely, how to say thank you, how to do a lot of different things. And so it's knowing your worth. No matter what, no matter if you live in a mansion, no matter if you live in an apartment or on the street, know your worth, because you have a lot of worth. You have to look deep sometimes. There's so many things that you could be helping people with. This is what happened earlier in time in, when the United States was up and coming. That's the reason why there was a revolution, because people decided to not only teach, but also work and group together and create these opportunities for people to work, for people to earn a living, for people to do something that feels like it's worth doing. So again, know your worth. You are unique. There's no other one like you. There's a psychology story that says, right, a mother is carrying twins, right? Twins, two, right? Even if they're identical twins, which they're identical twins up to a certain percentage. When the first one comes out, is born, and it gets swaddled, right? And it gets clean, and it's put right next to the mom's bosom, right? To feed or however. And then the second one comes out, and then they swaddle and they clean, exactly the same thing. And they put it again on the other side of the mother. Those twins are different from birth, or even before birth, because one was born sooner than the other one. One was born earlier than the other one. So there's differences. Yes, they're identical twins, but there are differences. That's what makes them unique. So what they're doing now with twins most of the time is that they swaddle them and they put them together because you know what? They bond with one another. They've been bonding inside the mother's womb. But they bond outside, and then you bring them to the mom, and then they have a three-way bond. Know your worth. you're very important in somebody's life. You're very important in many people's lives. You got to understand that. You're very important in people's lives. And so I want to make sure that you get this message. It's very simple, but a lot of people don't do it. I sometimes don't do it. Know your worth. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that way you can subscribe to any new video that comes on board. Hit the like button. Know your worth. You are worth everything. Right? Everybody's unique. Everybody has a different way of supporting others. If you have any suggestions for a topic, put it in the comment section and I'll be happy to give you my take on it. Connect with me on Instagram at Back on Basics. Connect with me on Facebook at Carlos Flores Jr. Till next time, Back on Basics.